thanks to the Tax Cut and Jobs Act, the estate tax threshold where tax might actually be triggered, assuming someone is US domicile. Now, this is where the concept of domicile comes in, right? Because if it is, so again, we can't rely on the US tax code because it doesn't get into domicile when it comes to estate and gift taxes. So we need to look at case law. So the case law tells us that the courts in the US look at intent plus deliberate action. So if it is, and I'm just being completely extreme now, if it is when you were leaving the US, you streamed yourself on Facebook Live, you got all your friends over to your apartment and said, I am gone, goodbye. Yeah. I'm never going to see you guys again. I've sold everything. The US is no longer my home. I'm out. Then you can make the case that you are domiciled in Spain and no longer domiciled in the US. And therefore the threshold may be lower from a US tax, estate tax or gift and estate tax perspective, as opposed to if it is that you were still domiciled in the US, right? So in which state it'll be higher. So it really depends on a lot of moving pieces is the answer.
Yeah.
From the US and Spain side. So again, you need to sit with a team that understands both, and we need to work it out. So.
Yeah, and of course, in this case, we would also have to take a look at which was the value of the property at the beginning and which is the value that we're selling, because we can have a capital gain, and of course you have to pay capital gains for that in your income tax in Spain.
Yeah, and for those, so in the US, estate taxes are levied on the estate, so the person who's passed away, that estate will bear the burden, not the person who's receiving. But just having said that, historically we've had what we call a step up in basis, because you, again, to the point with capital gains, right? Because when you sell your inheritance, you're going to pay tax on the difference, right? Now what you get up until this point is the basis or the cost price for determining what the capital gains amount would be the value at the point where you inherited it. So you get this step up in basis, and that's particularly so for those who have used a trust as part of their estate planning structure. Now, again, this is for those who are thinking strategically. Under President Biden's plan, they're going to do away with that step up in basis potentially. So again, this is an opportunity to think strategically about your situation.
Please subscribe, like, share, and comment below. Our books and upcoming events are available at htj.tax. Email us at help@htj.tax to engage us, to advise on international tax or business matters.